One.
Welcome, everybody, to the H.A.B. podcast, episode 11, where
we are a couple guys
just living life, being hater ass bitches.
Oh, wow, we both did it.
Damn, got him.
Because you're Tyler.
And you're Mike.
That's me, I'm Mike.
Yep, and I'm Tyler.
You are Tyler.
Tyler, right.
And out there is Jenny.
Right. Hi, I'm Rod, and I like to party.
And I am Jenny, and I like to do crafts.
And sleep. Apparently, she's tired, so she's not going to be here today.
Yeah, she didn't want to join the podcast.
Whatever.
Because she likes to be...
she's a hater ass. I'm not going to call her
hater ass wife.
Right. Anyway, cheers. We're back.
Cheers.
After a week hiatus. My kids were sick. And then you had obligations. Couldn't find the right time to record last week.
Yeah. Family did Easter a week late, so got to find time last weekend.
Yeah, we apologize, but honestly, let's just be real. There really wasn't much going on last week.
Yeah, last week was pretty chill because we already talked about baseball and that was what else going on.
Yeah, so I feel like we just would have got on there and just kind of bullshitted and just wasted everybody's time, I think.
More than usual.
Right. So it's a good thing. Sometimes we may just not record, and we'll definitely let you guys know.
Yeah, definitely always keep up with the Instagram.
Yeah, make sure
you Tyler does a pretty good job of managing all that since I manage literally everything else. I'm just kidding. But no, just like doing all this stuff,
I'll admit I have been slacking recently, but I am back on it.
So we're getting there.
Yep.
So our stories are always pretty active.
Yep.
It's like sharing each other's stuff, Savage Life stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But speaking of Savage Life, obviously this week.
Yep.
Homeboy Sean Laner.
Yeah.
Down in they're in North Carolina?
A couple weeks ago, North Carolina. The North Fitness
Compound, isn't they call it?
Yep.
North
Compound.
So obviously me and Tyler have become big believers in this company.
Right.
Both, and then I know I have Glorious Morning and Victorious Pumps. Don't you have one of those things?
I have this Victorious Pumps, yeah, fire.
And both huge, like we both used to use Accent Sledge.
I still do. I mean, I'm still an affiliate, so I mean, I'm still gonna use it.
I still am too, technically.
Right.
But like
I love Accent.
But I was out. I mean, me too. But I was out of Accent Sledge, and honestly, like I've never had pumps like I do with freaking Victorious.
Right. Yeah, they're definitely my second favorite right now, company going forward. Especially because we met the guy that runs it, Andrew.
About a month or so before Sean.
Yeah, before Sean, who's actually a sponsored athlete by them. And that's our coach. But yeah, just go check them out, man. Go check them out on Instagram, North Fitness. Check out their podcast. I know it's for sure on Spotify, probably Apple Music. He's got a way better set than we do, so no hate here. It's called Norse Mentality. They give some good shit. So
the newest episode is with Sean.
Yep. And so I'm gonna start from the beginning probably.
Honestly, I thought about going back to listen to it just because there's a lot of good life lessons, a lot of good life advice.
Yep. And they tell it how it is.
But if you're looking for Norse stuff locally, obviously we've been talking about SV supplements.
Right.
Supplements.
It's called supplements and vitamins. SV.
Supplements. They're working on a website.
Yep.
So like hopefully I don't know when that's gonna happen, when it's gonna be out, but we'll see. So that'll be nice.
Do we even cheers today?
We're gonna cheers right now because SV's the shit.
Remember that.
I think we did already, but
yeah. Anyway, go see our boy Trent.
Taylor,
Mackenzie, Sean Bronco, for Savage Sunday.
Trent's sister.
Yeah, it's Trent's sister.
Yeah, we suck. We're a couple hater ass bitches.
Yeah, we're not. It's not.
She's the nicest.
She's great. It's nothing that like we just don't know her name. And
she told me the one day.
You know what? We're big enough men to admit when we've had.
Sometimes you forget name.
I don't think she's ever told me.
I asked her one day.
It starts with a G.
Gabby.
Might be a Gabby.
I think it is Gabby.
Yeah.
I don't know, but SV, you're the best.
SV, dope. Yeah. Go check them out. Like I said, tell them the boys from Hater Ass Bitch podcast sent you. They know. They watch. So
Go get yourself a little key tag.
Yep.
The SV
5% off shit. Right.
Right.
That
way you get rid of your big ass lanyard. Now you just got like a little thing you can go hold on.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I still use both.
It's on County 23.
County Road 23.
State Road 23.
State Road 23 / Cleveland.
Bro, I'm from the country, okay?
Bicentennial Plaza, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, it's right by Big B Coffee, bro.
Yeah, Big B Coffee, really pressed.
Strike Coffee Cemetery.
In between the mall and Bar Louie.
Yep. So, check them out. Tell them we sent you.
H.A.B. podcast.
H.A.B. podcast. They know. They know the deal. And Tyler. Yep, we saw you.
And Mike.
And Tyler. But I'm Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ron Burgundy. You go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Fuck yourself, San Diego.
You Ron Burgundy and your poop mouth.
Your poop mouth. Yeah, we can talk about that movie all fucking day.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of actors. Technical actors. We just wanted to quickly touch on this subject here.
Good old Tiger himself.
Just you may not ever listen to this, and whoever started the Michael Hearn memes.
Baby don't hurt me memes. Like, go to without a doubt.
That's all I can say. Like, thank you from about. Some of them are shit.
Some of them are so bad. I don't because here's the thing though. Let's just start right into this aspect. Like me and you talked about when they first came out.
Yeah.
What are they truly supposed to mean?
Nothing.
To be honest,
they're just funny.
To be honest, I think like because I explained it to John the other day because I sent one to him.
Yeah.
And John was like, I don't get it. And I said the way I'm kind of
taking supposed to get it.
I think the way I'm kind of taking it because most people think Michael Hearn's a douchebag.
Right.
So in most of the responses that are being said are like pretty douchey.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be kind of like you're a douchebag being like, oh yeah.
I think my favorite one, it says, "Doctor, your child is fine, but your wife didn't make it." No, it says your wife didn't make it. Yeah. And then he says, "Me, no thanks. I want the one my wife made."
Is that something I went to where it was like, I think it was him coming out of the one where
Jesus walks colorized 2,000 years ago.
So the one I liked the most, it was very similar to that one. But it was the one where he's just like standing there staring. And obviously if you've seen these memes, it brings in literally one of my favorite songs of all time. One of my favorite childhood memories was watching Night at the Roxbury with my family, which are great. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. What?
Michael Hearn means what?
Yeah. Anyway, like Michael Hearn, man. I actually like Michael Hearn. That's the thing, is like I like him. Like he's 100% fake natural, which is terrible.
He's
a born
again natural.
Oh, born again natural, right? But like the thing is like at the end of the day, he still works his ass off. He still has like dedication and consistency, and he trains and eats right all the time. It's just he also has help, and there's just like you can't. Well, you're fucking 54. You're jacked as fuck.
So did you share that video with me earlier, or did I share it with you? Where you talked about, it was like, yeah, sure, he might be using something like lying about it. Yeah. But like, dude's 54 years old.
Yeah, that's why I just said that. Yeah, it's that video. Yeah,
I figured that's why I was
20 minutes ago.
I figured that's why I was asking. Right. Gosh, I can stand you something. Done.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
But cheers.
What? Love you.
Yeah.
What? Fuck you. What?
But no, the meme that I saw was the same thing. Like your wife gave birth successfully, but she passed away, and his response was, "No, thank you. Keep the change." I was like, "Damn." He was the one where he's like staring. He's like, "That one."
Yeah.
It's pretty good. But they are some of the best memes.
Hysterical. Like I
Some
said,
of the best Instagram reels I've seen in a long
they're
time.
kind of hit or miss. They are. Like
Oh,
they're
some of them.
like if they're good, they're fucking good. But if they're bad, they're
There's no
bad.
between.
Like there is no in between. Like they're either here or they're fucking here.
I think it's some of y'all like dumb TikTok people who like try too hard on some of them
Yeah.
because you don't know how to be creative. So that's why you're on TikTok.
Yeah. It'd be like,
So you like to use everybody else's memes.
open the door. No, fuck you. I was like, that's how bad they are.
Oh, some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like doing the.
Yeah, like
Okay, damn.
right. Hell yeah. The gas boy.
The 2022 Midwest League champion, Selpin Coats.
Which we're going to a game next week.
We are.
Yep.
It's a championship trucker hats.
Yep. And then a couple days later, we're gonna get some championship replica rings.
We have a big banner that I wanted to have up on the wall before podcast today, but didn't happen.
Right.
So we went. No, me and Ryan went.
Yep.
Last week, and me and Ryan both got one. Make sure you get
right.
Right.
So something else happens next week.
Me deep in Finn's collar.
Yeah. Like in 3 days. That's what the eye emoji. So Monday's my birthday.
Yep.
I figured you talk shit. That's why I put the eye in the question mark emoji. It's not It's not an announcement. I was just.
I know next week's your birthday.
I know, but I wasn't talking. I figured you just talk shit because I was talking about it on the podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb, but it's alright.
Anyway, so Monday, show me some love on the Instagram page.
I need love. I'm dying.
We all need love.
I've got 16 kids and a wife.
I have 3 kids.
Yeah, Noel 3N.
And then talking shit about my brand new tattoo. I got 2 new tattoos today.
Which they're both pretty dope.
But
we can do that.
They the one we'll get into later. But I got one for my 3rd kid. But yeah, I'll be 31 on Monday. So just quickly, if you guys want to show some love, just do it.
Just want to talk. It's birthday
on Monday
today,
and
birthday week.
No, I don't do that shit. No.
It's my birthday weekend. You know,
I used to do that when I was younger.
I've never done that.
Yeah, bro. Like I would never do I know people that are like, it's my birthday month, birthday week, bro. Is I don't think I ever did that, but I think if your birthday was in the middle of the week,
yeah,
you're like, all right, my birthday was this past week, but we're gonna go out this weekend, and so.
Well, for me, my birthday is so close to 4th of July.
Yeah.
That I've never said my birthday weekend, the 4th of July weekend.
Right.
So obviously I'm gonna celebrate for my birthday because
so you have an excuse to get fucked up for both of them.
Right. For the entire weekend.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. And I hope you all got fucked up. Well, we're recording this April 21st.
Hope you all had a good time on 420.
Yep. Celebrate the holiday. I know I did.
Saying happy 6 years anniversary to me and my significant other, also known as being single.
Rosebomb.
Jill. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, I definitely got some hate for that too, and I was just trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny because I honestly don't remember if it's the 19th or 20th, but it was right there one of those 2 days. And obviously, Mom,
of course, she'll watch the podcast.
You just gotta pray, and everything will work out in time. And there's a few other people who did that too, and it was like, some of the people got it.
It's a joke. Yeah.
Some of the people got it, and a lot of people laugh reacting at it. Then my one Uncle Bob today, he commented on it and said, or you can just quit whining and go get some ass. And I'm like,
damn, it's Uncle Bob. Yeah.
I just laughed at it. And I was like, I wanted to comment back. I did this as a joke. Because hey, I don't struggle to not get no butt. But
yeah, so we've had this discussion at episode 6. Mike eats ass and gets his ass eaten.
Oh my God. Why did we have to bring that back up? We didn't actually confirm it. That was just a joke.
It's not a joke. It's real. Just fucking own it, dude.
It's give me the toes.
Yes. I had a foot fetish.
Don't say that out loud.
We're admitting things.
Don't say that out loud like that. I'm uncomfortable. I don't like to eat and lick toes.
Mm-hmm. They gotta be clean though.
No, you said walk.
No, I didn't. Now you're making shit up. Now you're making shit up.
You said no. Go outside barefoot. Walk around the street a couple times.
Yeah, you're making shit up now.
Walk in the grass for a little while. Fresh cut, please. I wanted to be a little green.
Jesus
I wanted
Christ.
to be a little green.
Look, we admit stuff on this podcast and you turn into a joke. Okay? Are you kink shaming me?
I am kink shaming you.
Fuck you. Go get your ass eaten. Maybe Finn will lick it for you. Put some peanut butter on that shit.
Hell yeah. Gimmicks. It's all a gimmick.
Hyford. Anyway, we do want to get to the subject at hand today, so we will just say we're gonna end that conversation.
Right there in the
So Thursday, just let everybody know, Thursday night, we are going to do a live stream
for the draft.
for the NFL draft. Now, no promises that it's going to be the entire first round, because we are just going to do the first round. We, as of right now, I think we discussed just doing up until the Colts and the Bears pick.
Yeah, it's like doing up till the night.
But we will play it by ear.
So we'll see. 'Cause it's wild. That first round always takes forever.
Well, they shortened down the times.
It always takes forever though.
Right.
Because it says they got 5. You know what? We'll say
I think it's
get
10 minutes in the first round.
You got like 10 minutes, and like somehow it always manages to be like 16 minutes between each pick.
Like the thing with the first round though too is like at some point you only have 32 picks, so you damn near you should have your board. So like if somebody picks your guy that you have at the top of the board, just move on to the fucking next one, and the next one, and the next one.
Yeah.
But so like I said, make sure you tune in to YouTube. It'll be YouTube live stream.
Yep, it'll be on YouTube.
And you can hear our uneducated asses talk about either I'm going to be happy or I'm going to be pissed off, and you really probably be happy with the way with who you guys get.
Yeah, really anybody.
But I know we're going to get a quarterback. Right, so I know we're going to get a quarterback, so we'll see. But we'll go ahead and move on to the topic at hand here, and the reason why I made an Instagram post today saying that I've been really excited. It is officially our
fucking Star Wars.
Fucking Star Wars episode, baby. We fucking made it.
Literally the goat of all goats.
Mando season 3 just ended.
A lot of people bitching about the whole season, but it was so good.
Fuck, dude, we got Ahsoka coming. I just finished Rebels a couple weeks ago.
Ahsoka's in what, August?
August. Yeah, and we will. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Star Wars mostly today. Obviously, only Star Wars the rest of the way. But when Ahsoka does drop, we'll break. Give our thoughts.
Because Ahsoka is low-key to go.
Not the goat. She's goated, but she's not the goat.
Plus, it's low-key.
Like,
let's all be honest that Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's the goat.
Obi-Wan is the GOAT. He's probably the best Jedi, but
I'm talking about his Jedi, bro.
Terrible. He was the worst fucking master that Anakin needed. He did not need an Obi-Wan Kenobi. He needed fucking Qui-Gon Jinn, bro.
Oh, no. Because Qui-Gon better help him in check.
Right.
Obi-Wan's always too strict.
Well, okay.
He was too much of the perfect Jedi.
He was adherence to the code, which is where Qui-Gon Jinn wasn't.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon Jinn would have let Anakin use his emotions and then helped him channel him and
figure out how to keep him within the Jedi away.
Right. Anyway, let's just start with this, man. We gotta start when we were younger. So the original trilogy came out in 97 or not 97, 77.
Yeah.
And then it was 80, 79.
Yes, 83.
83. And
this is the 40-year.
Yeah, which I'll be going next week.
was waiting to see if we were gonna go, and now she tagged me and that shit.
Well, the only time that I probably could go next Friday like 10 p.m. and they're only showing it at 14.
It's fine.
All right, bet. So we may not have a podcast this week. We'll
Yeah.
see.
We'll go on the live stream.
We'll have a live stream. So anyway, so I was born in 92 and you were born in 94. So by the time we were born, basically the Return of the Jedi was like
10 or 10 years old.
10, 12 years old. Which in the grand scheme of things is not that old when it comes to iconic movies like that. But so we did have the benefit of growing up and watching the original trilogy. I remember my dad, that's where I watched them at, my dad's house. He had the box set, the gold and black box set, and Vader was on the cover. Because of course Vader's the fucking goat. But I mean, well, I'll just ask you this: what got you into Star Wars?
So mom, like obviously the first one came out, my mom I think was like 13 or something like that, 13, 14.
Where she was?
Yeah. My mom was 6 years old. Mom turned 60 last week.
Damn.
So she went and saw it in theaters, and me and my brother had made sure that she's gone to see all of them in theaters. The only ones she hasn't are Rogue One and Solo. But like we really don't count those. Like those aren't technically part of the trilogies. But she's seen
Solo, I'll agree with you.
But they're not part of the trilogies. They're
right
universe movies.
Well, they're not expanded universe. Right. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
But we've taken her to see all of the trilogy movies because she took me to go see. Because as I said, I had watched Star Wars and been in love with it as a kid. So did my brother. And she took us to go see Phantom Menace when that came out in what
99.
Yeah, 99. If I remember right, she literally took us out of school that day.
Empire came on 80, by the way.
Oh, it did come on 80? I think
it's every 3 years. That's
makes sense. That's how I did that. Other ones too, right? Because 99, 2002, and 05. For the prequels.
Yeah.
And then 15, 18, and right?
No, it was like 15, 17, and 19.
Okay, they do every 2 years. Yeah, you're right. Because last Jedi, or whatever the fuck.
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker, right? The Last Jedi was in between those.
Right.
Yeah, because that was before fucking Infinity War. Not Infinity War, yeah.
Endgame.
Yeah.
It was after Endgame.
So I guess say which one. Well, sorry. But
you what?
All over the place, it's fine. But yeah, so then obviously the prequels started coming out, like I just fell even more in love with them. And watching them because like I literally I think we talked about this with Night at the Roxbury that we literally burnt out the VHS or because we watched it so much.
Yeah.
The same thing with not Phantom Menace.
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones because it was one of the first movies we ever bought on DVD first off. We watched it so much that we burned out the book. So my mom and dad's house, there's 2 copies of them, and you got to make sure which one you grab because we still have the one that's burnt out. Yeah, we never threw it away.
Well, why would you?
Right. Yeah. So there's always been a fan of Star Wars after that. Literally, my dog Finn, even though it's kind of a 2-parter. The why he's named Finn, because I obviously named him. Like I think I talked about on the podcast. After Finn Balor, who was in WWE, who was a big fan of when he was in the Indies wrestling in Japan. And then I kind of wanted something from Star Wars, and it kind of was like a perfect matchup because like one of the only characters I didn't like hate from the sequel trilogies was Finn.
Yeah, I think the sequel trilogy deserves its own discussion, so we'll keep it
short on that,
right?
Because that could be its own podcast.
Well, I mean, we don't necessarily have to keep it short. I just think I don't know. Fuck, dude. I definitely want to get into like the first six.
Okay,
The most.
that's fine. That's the best ones anyway.
But we will talk about all. We're gonna talk about all. We're gonna be here for
We're only 25 minutes in.
right. Um. Yeah. I don't remember how I got started in Star Wars. Obviously, it was with my dad. Like I said, he had the VHS, and every time I go over there, every time I go over there, I'd watch them. And then I remember him having a van that had like Star Wars, the Star Wars characters on it, and fucking Vader. And like the way my brain works, man, is like I always want to know like how things came to be. So I remember watching them and like, man, I'd really love to see like how Anakin Skywalker turned to Darth Vader. I would love to see that. Like they need to make a movie like that, or like how the fucking Empire came to be, or how they started building that. That's like how all this came to fucking be.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do a sequel or a prequel trilogy that's like we're gonna show you how Anakin became Darth Vader. We're gonna show you all this." And it's like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And like, dude, the Phantom Menace to me was the shit. Like, when I remember when it came out, I was Darth Maul for Halloween one year, and then there's a picture somewhere. I don't know if my mom still has it, but we were walking around Park Place where we lived, and there was an older guy handing out candy, and he was dressed as Darth Maul. So I had a picture of that. So I was like, Darth Maul's the fucking shit, dude.
The Darth Maul is still one of my all-time favorites.
Like, Darth Maul's the fucking shit, dude. Like, just the base off the movie alone, Phantom Menace, the dude's a fucking badass. And we're not even gonna get it. Like, we're definitely
to the dual lightsaber.
Right. And like, dude, like, okay, so like, that's the thing too, because I just rewatched a scene. It's been a while since I watched Phantom Menace. And like, I just rewatched a scene when he fought Qui-Gon Jinn the first time. He only used one side.
Yeah.
So then when you fucking watch him ignite the one, and then it's just like, okay, and then he ignites it, you're just like,
oh, at the end, yeah.
Oh fuck,
it's in the music,
dude. The Duel of Fates, man.
It's in the music starts to intensify too at the end.
Dude, John Williams is a fucking composing goat, dude. I don't care what anybody says. Like, Duel the Fates, man. And then, like, when you become an adult and you realize, like, why they chose Duel the Fates, it's all about Anakin, dude. Qui-Gon, like we were just discussing a little bit ago. We'll get into that. I don't want to go.
So we'll get into that, like, probably when we start talking about the third movie a little bit.
Yeah. So, like, number 2 for me was dope. Number 2 was dope.
People shit on that second movie so much.
Yeah.
And honestly, I personally don't get it because, like,
it gave us fucking Dooku.
It gave us
introducing Dooku.
And let's be honest, it gave us freaking the sexiest that Natalie Portman has ever looked at.
I don't know, bro. Number 3, I think, when she's standing outside in her little robe, and then like Anakin, I think it was right, Anakin had his dream, and she's like smiling at him and shit.
Oh, are you kidding me right now? Her being,
dude, let's just say,
her being in that outfit.
Her and 2 and 3 are so fucking sexy.
Oh, without a doubt. I'm a big fan of Natalie Portman anyway.
Yeah,
good
actor. She still looks good. But
like number 2, talk about the motherfucking prequels, bitch. Look at all that.
I love the sequels. They're better than the what?
better than what?
Better than what?
I miss Darth Vader, motherfucker. Dude, that song.
We'll have to watch that.
All the Natalie Portman songs like that Lonely Island wrote for her.
Yeah,
those are goated too. Have you ever listened to those?
I listened to a couple. I've only seen bits and pieces of the Star Wars one though.
Funny, dude.
I've seen that part. Don't be talking shit about the motherfucking sequels or the prequels, bitch. But
how about we talk about those motherfucking sequels, bitch?
Oh, we will. Don't worry.
Right.
Nah, number 2 sick, man. Count Dooku, like,
we got introduced to Boba Fett and Jango Fett.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, Clone Army was sick. Now, number 3, which it's finally getting its flowers. As like everybody always said, like Empire's the best Star Wars. Everybody. Personally, growing up, I preferred Return of the Jedi.
I always like Return of the Jedi better too, because
Like it was for me, it was 6-5-4 in terms of favorites out of those three.
for sure. For me, it was always Luke had his dope ass lightsaber.
The green got me,
and
dude.
he got
The
his
green
green
got me.
lightsaber, and I always loved the green.
And you could tell he had a mastery of the fucking Force,
Yeah,
like way better than in Episode 5.
Yeah, I always loved the green, and the green was my favorite.
Yeah,
Until Samuel Jackson. Until Sam Jackson.
dude. Yeah.
His Windows purple lightsabers goaded.
But I remember it's so funny. It's like I remember when the Revenge of the Sith came out. Revenge of the Sith is my all-time favorite Star Wars movie,
My favorite as well.
and it's finally getting its flowers. Like people are like, oh, now people are giving love to the prequels, and it's like it's not even people are loving the prequels. People are loving Revenge of the Sith, and like everybody's like, who's the best Star Wars movie? Revenge of the Sith, and it's like, yeah, but I've always said that, and like I've always loved Hayden Christian. Like I'll just say that, like when
that's the thing I said to you during Star Wars Celebration a couple weeks ago was I just love that people actually give Hayden Christensen some love
now
because here's the thing, right? Is an actor can only do what he's told to do,
right?
And like, let's be honest, looking back, Anakin being that whiny little teenage bitch in the second one,
but it makes sense.
Makes complete sense,
right?
And people are, oh, Anakin's supposed to be a badass.
He's a pussy.
Go watch fucking Clone Wars. You'll get exactly what the hell you want.
Right.
You'll get exactly what you want and still tie in whiny bitch Anakin. It all makes sense when you fucking look at it all.
Yes. But
even before I watched Clone Wars, I thought it made sense.
I like Hayden Christian so much that I remember watching like Takers. Remember Takers? Because I watched Takers.
Jumper too.
Jumper. I watched Jumper because he was in it, and I watched Takers. I mean, I watched Takers because Paul Walker, T.I., and fucking like Chris Brown was in it. But I was like, fucking Hayden Christian, fuck yeah, dude! Like that movie's so fucking good. Like as you can see on here, like I even have a fucking half Anakin, half Darth Vader, and I used Hayden Christensen's face. Yeah, I got a new tattoo up there too. I'll get to that later. We'll talk about that later. But like it's so funny because I remember when the trailer came out though, like when they showed that scene where he fucking grabbed the red Dooku's red lightsaber out of the air and fucking went to cut his neck.
Yeah.
My first thought was like, okay, that's how he gets his red lightsaber. Because I've always wanted to know. I was like, how does he get his red lightsaber? They never show a Sith getting a red lightsaber.
Yeah.
And you have to bleed the kyber crystal.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was like, fuck. And then when I saw the movie, I was like, oh, that's not how he got his red lightsaber. That's fucking stupid. Fuck. But he killed Dooku.
Yeah.
But dude, Revenge of the Sith, man, is so fucking sick. And then, like, I remember when the video game came out for PS2, and I played the shit out of that.
Oh, that game was so good.
Dude, the alternate ending
was
so fucking cool. Did you kill Obi-Wan? You fucking kill you kill fucking Papa Palpatine, and you fucking just take over the whole fucking galaxy as Darth Vader. A human Darth Vader. Darth Vader's the shit, dude. But like the prequels are the shit. The original trilogies are the shit. They're all 6 perfect movies. There's things you can look at and say, all right, like I get it. Like it's kind of cheesy, but like the one thing I do want to get into real quick is like what's really fucked up about the Star Wars fan base sometimes is like getting back to your point about how like an actor can only do what they're told to do.
Yeah.
Bro, they fucking bullied this kid that played Anakin, the young Anakin.
Yeah, he's like a drug addict and shit.
Yeah, they bullied that kid into fuck because fuck you, you're a bitch. Like, bro, this kid was 9 years old, got to play fucking the prequel to Darth Vader, bro. Like child Darth Vader, that's me. And then kids are gonna talk to grown ass adults are talking shit.
I know he's talked about how like that impacted him as a kid,
right?
And really did like
fucked him up,
made him have a lot of depression, a lot of self doubt, like
that's the thing, and that's the thing too. Is like I feel like a lot of the people that hated like the prequels were either like the old heads who were like everything in the 70s and 80s and 90s were way better. Like what? Now you're hearing that with basketball now, where it's like everything back then was way better, and this new era bullshit is it all sucks. It just sucks.
Can't let anything grow,
and they can't tell you why it sucks. It just they'll just tell you it sucks, and if you
2023
if
instead
you
of 75.
if you don't like it, you're a pussy. If you like the new shit, you're a pussy. But it's like so like, and then also it was also cool to hate on fucking Star Wars, the prequels,
Like
because that's
people
what
were,
everybody fucking
it's like
did.
Nickelback.
That's dude. That's exactly what I was just going to say. Like seriously,
Right.
like it's the cool thing to hate Nickelback, but low key, Nickelback is fucking great.
Right.
Has great music.
Yeah, look at this photograph comes on, bro. Like
Yeah, everyone's
singing
singing
that
it.
shit.
So it's like everybody hated the fucking prequels because of Jar Jar and shit. But like that's another example. We just found out the Mandalorian, the dude that plays Jar Jar, fucking damn near killed himself because he was bullied so bad because like people were sending him death threats and shit for playing Jar Jar. Like it's a fucking actor, bro.
Yeah, and then like Star Wars literally brought him back and let him play a Jedi in
Mandalorian, bro.
well in a video game.
Oh no, it's a TV show. Kelly Beck.
Yeah, it wasn't a TV show.
It was. It was an
It was,
adventure game.
it was like an adventure game first, and then like it was like this televised adventure thing or whatever.
Okay, I didn't know it was a video game. My bad.
No, it's almost kind of like Seen It, or it's like a board game that goes along with like a video that you watch.
Gotcha.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
And they literally brought him canon with with Mandalorian. He's the one who saved Grogu.
Yeah, dude. Them fight scenes
And
were
that's the
kind of
thing
cheesy
too,
though, bro.
is
Like I get it, but they were cheesy as fuck.
yeah, they had to make him look fucking badass in about 30 seconds though. So they had to do what they had to do.
I would love to see some more backstory.
That's the thing though, is I love that so many people gave him love after that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great, man. And listening to his story almost made me fucking cry, bro. Like talking about how he almost killed himself and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just fucking terrible, dude. Like people bitch so much about everything. But like getting back to our point, dude, like the first six, man. I mean, what can we say about that, dude? And like even what came out first?
What?
Like when they brought okay, so like when Force Awakens was announced.
Yeah.
Which came out first? Force Awakens and then Rogue One?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
The Rogue One came out in 2016.
So here's the thing, is right, like, okay, George Lucas sold Star Wars, like, why would you not?
In what, 2012, I think it was?
Yeah, why would you not, dude? Disney money
because that was
Disney.
South Park made fun of that with when Obama got elected the second time with the same episode. That Obama was using the Chinese to help him get elected, and he was going to promise that they could buy Star Wars from Disney.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, China and Disney were no, China was trying to help somebody else get elected so that they could get Star Wars, and then Disney was helping somebody else so that they could get Star Wars. It's a great episode.
That's funny. I'll have to watch that. But
and Cartman was like, "I'm gonna play Luke Skywalker's son, Eric Skywalker."
That's really good.
That's funny.
But like Disney bought Star Wars, and you know everyone will say, well, Disney Star Wars sucks, but it's like, all right, but like not all of it, because we still got like we've talked about this. Force Awakens was really fucking good. Like it had massive, massive, massive potential. The thing is you could tell that Disney still had no plan. Bro, they fucking ruined Luke Skywalker. But anyway, like let's hold on. Getting back to the Disney thing before I go off on a fucking tangent. Like, okay, so let's just say Force Awakens Disney was good. The last few seasons of Clone Wars were Disney. Really fucking good. Rebels. Right?
Yeah, Rebels debatable, but we both think it's really good.
No, I'm saying that's Disney though.
Yeah.
Right, great.
Disney
great
XD.
And then Rogue One. Let's talk about Rogue One for a second.
My mom cried for hours after that movie.
I remember that video that posted that.
Oh, the Facebook Live.
Just to be clear, she cried because they died.
Because of Felicity Jones and Andor.
What's her name of the show? Movie. You don't get
I don't have to get anything of it either, but I know it's her name in her life, Felicity Jones.
What was the guy's name?
Cassian Andor.
No, her dad. The force is with me. Okay, so let's just talk about Rogue One for a second, right?
Great.
Generous though.
Yeah.
Okay. The best Star Wars character is without a doubt Vader, Anakin. Same person, technically. Split personality, right? Same body. Let's just say Anakin Vader. Same. Best character in Star Wars. That's what Star Wars is about. Right? Rogue One, in my opinion, if you took out the Vader scenes of that movie,
That movie's still great.
movie is fucking amazing still.
Yeah.
You could have made that whole movie without Vader.
I feel like the Vader thing was a little forced.
It wasn't. I don't think so.
It was a little
Because they're building that. I mean, it's all about building the Death Star. So I think it makes sense. It's directly leading into episode 4.
The couple of scenes that they put throughout the movie is a little forced, but at the end it makes sense of having it go directly into him boarding.
Well, they only showed the only one time is when that dude was like fucking up and he had to go face Vader. Like Vader was the guy that you had to go face if you were fucking up.
Yeah, but
you
like,
couldn't go see the Palpatine. You couldn't go see
Tarkin was
Palpatine.
the guy who did all that crap for him all the time. So like Tarkin was already in the movie. You already spent all this money. Like I'll be honest, the one thing that Rogue One I didn't like was it did CGI freaking Tarkin. That was kind of dumb.
And Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher died right before the movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
They CGI'd her young.
Well, I think it was her body.
Yeah, it was her, but they CGI'd her young.
Yeah.
Just like, kind of opposite of what they did for Mando with Luke. Just about 2 years, bro. Don't be fucking mad.
Wasn't that Luke though? It was Luke. It was Mark Hamill though. But they CGI'd him young.
No, that was another guy. They put his face on him.
Okay.
And Mark Hamill voiced him.
Okay.
Yeah, that is standard for that.
But anyway, I liked all the Vader scenes. But anyway, like
I said I like him. I said they felt a little forced. Like I feel like they didn't need it at all.
Well, I disagree. But I mean, what we're saying is like you could have took them out and it still would have
been just fine. It would have been great.
It would have been fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and you add the Vader scenes, especially the fucking ending scene.
Right.
Oh, dude, I was in the theater like, bro, did I just watch Darth Vader fucking cut down all these fucking rebels? And then this man hops in a ship real quick and then goes and takes their ass out real quick. Yeah, dude, Rogue One's so fucking good, man. But then, like, they made like movies like Solo. Solo was straight up asshole.
And it was so unneeded too.
I was pissed.
It was so unneeded, and they decided to go ahead and do it. So I was hopeful.
Who are you traveling with? Nobody. So you're Han Solo. Are you fucking kidding me? He got his name because he was by himself. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Like the whole movie was just so unneeded. I feel like we don't need
an origin.
We don't need an origin for everybody,
right?
Especially something like Han Solo.
Mm-hmm.
We got who he was. We know exactly who he is from those trilogies.
Yep.
We don't need anything else.
Yep. No, I agree. So then, well, you know what? We might as well fucking go ahead and talk about Clone Wars and Rebels right now, man. Clone Wars, if you haven't watched Clone Wars or Rebels, the first seasons of both shows, very kid-oriented.
But you can say that both kind of realized that kids were the one watching them.
Right.
And it was all the grown-ass men like us that were watching them.
Right.
And it switches pretty quick.
Bro.
And just because, like you shared that meme the other day of, like, when you sit down and realize some of the crap that happened in Clone Wars, it's like, this show was really on Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network for a little bit.
Yeah. They straight up murder people, like... Brutal.
Just suicide.
Yeah.
There's, like... A couple people, like, low-key get raped.
Right. Yeah.
Like... what Anakin like literally becomes a prostitute for an evil like sex cat.
For a minute.
But they're both shows are goated.
My favorite, I the entire.
Some people shit on Rebels. But I won't
I
stand.
love Rebels,
I won't
dude.
stand for that.
I damn near cried at the end, bro. I damn near cried when Kane and Jarrus died and fucking like Ezra took off the Thrawn and shit. I damn near cried, dude. I was like,
And that's
and
the
I
thing.
damn near cried at the end of Clone Wars too,
Oh, I did.
bro. I had
Watched it. Logan's literally one of my favorites.
those last 3 episodes of Clone Wars. When they switched the Clone Wars from yellow to red, and you knew it was gonna be Order 66.
Yeah.
My anxiety levels was so fucking high, bro.
Yeah.
And then like, man, like they killed off some of the best fucking clones into that whole show. Like Fives. Fives was my favorite dude. And then like he tried to tell them, and then boom, when Tuck killed that fucking Jedi, good soldiers follow orders. And he tried telling him, and then he dies, and then I mean, hell, Anakin fucking sees himself turning into Darth Vader. Like they give him that vision and shit, and that world, that Force world.
Yeah,
and then he gets mind wiped.
Suicide episodes.
Yeah.
And then obviously the entire trial of Ahsoka being kicked out of the Jedi Order. That entire thing is the most maddening, sad, emotional, like 6-episode stretch of a TV show I've ever watched.
I wonder what happened to the chick that actually murdered the Jedi, though, like the Planet of the Bombs. Oh, her master was dead.
Yeah. I don't know. I bet there's like a book or a comic or something.
Probably, because I want to know what
Star Wars is pretty good about.
I want to know what happened to Assange Ventress too. Forgot her name.
Yeah, there is actual like follow up to Ventress that you can look up.
But like you have to, I feel like you have to watch Clone Wars because like if you just go from straight like episode 2 to episode 3, you're like, all right, watching Anakin kind of turn to the dark side is like, all right, it is a bit of a stretch. Like why you're just upset that Padme's gonna die because you watch your mom that your mom died, you couldn't save her, so now you want to save Padme. But if you go watch the shit that Anakin had to go through
you watch
Clone Wars and shit, and like how much of a fucking badass he was, and like how many times he saved like the Jedi and shit, and they still were treating him like shit. Like, all right, like now it's like as soon as you watch that, you're like, all
it
right,
all makes sense.
everything was just.
And that's the thing too I think we both made it obvious too, like us like talking about just like psychology and stuff like that about like movies and TV shows. Like I know most of the time I reference the wrestling about it. Like shit that makes you think,
right,
is what is best,
right.
And that's the thing with Star Wars. I think they do so well with Clone Wars and everything. Like because if you just watch the movies and you take it as it is, right, it's still great. It's so amazing. We did it for years, but it's just kind of like, okay, he got mad, did this, now he's this.
Thank you, King Dave Filoni.
But now, because of the GOAT Dave Filoni, right, and like having, like, and I'm going to include Rebels in this as well, like having Clone Wars and Rebels
backstory,
it really does make you think, like, shit, were the Jedi really at the wrong? Did the Jedi really get played, or were they just that dumb?
It's not so much that the Jedi were dumb. It's just the fact that they were complacent. They got complacent, dude. Like you see,
that's why I asked are they at fault.
Well, 100% they are.
That's why I brought up 3 options and you only talked about 2 of them.
Okay, well, Mister.
This is very first one to say.
Whatever, bitch.
It's like how at fault are they to all of this? Because like they're peacekeepers, and that's why Obi-Wan, to go back to a conversation we had to begin with, Obi-Wan really was the perfect Jedi.
Right.
He followed everything to the T, followed everything to it, and he did have emotions, did have connections, but kept them under control. And that's why Obi-Wan's the GOAT. And because he even made that known a few times during Clone Wars when you're watching.
Yeah.
Is what happened to us being just peacekeepers and being somebody who's keeping the Jedi, keeping the peace in the universe. That's not what we're doing right now.
And that's why the Separatists fucking hate their ass.
Exactly. Like watching Clone Wars, watching Rebels, you start to see.
That's why
Shit, were the Jedi the good guys?
That's where so like they were the good guys.
Were
It's
they?
just like yes,
Were they?
they're just complacent.
That brings up that question.
But it's like
now that's a legitimate question.
But if you watch the first movie, obviously in Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon Jinn is like, I believe that what I thought was the Sith Lord, and they're like, nope, not possible. And like they just dismiss his ass instead of like, okay, yeah, they've been gone for a while, but like they've been gone for a minute, like a millennium, but they could be back. It's possible. We'll look into it. And they could have ended so much shit.
I wouldn't say they were complacent though. I think they were just closed minded. They complacent just being like, okay, we're okay right here.
Well, no, they had 1,000 years of peace, so they were complacent as fuck.
No,
there was nothing to fight against for 1,000 years. You're complacent.
Closed minded.
Same thing.
No, I think it's two different things.
It can be considered the same thing.
I think it's two different things. Like, no, I don't want to hear that. We're not gonna do that. But complacent's like,
we're good. So they're both.
Two different things.
They're both. But they're both then.
I'll take that.
Fine.
I'll take that answer. Since you keep talking, not letting me say shit. It's cool. But no, like I said, I just think that Clone Wars and Rebels really do like both. They open your mind a little bit to like. Yeah, shit, I'll even go into like saying like all of these shows.
The ending broke me. I remember Clone Wars.
All of the Star Wars TV shows that have come out on Disney Plus, including Mando.
Mando's so fucking good, dude. I don't care what anybody says.
Everything, bro. It all brings up the question of like, okay, who was actually the good guys and who's the bad guy? When it comes back, like when it talks, like when we're talking about the prequels.
Yeah.
Like who actually fucked up?
Andor was so fucking good, dude. I remember shitting on it when it first came out.
Yeah, you did. That's it, bro. Stop. It's good.
No, when I first watched it, I liked it, but like when they like dropped it, they announced it.
That's what I'm saying.
In the trailers. Okay, right, but they called it Andor, so it's like,
so who gives a fuck?
Okay, you know he's about to die. Like I know wherever this leads, he's gonna die at the hands of the Death Star. So why the fuck do I give a fuck about him?
Maybe they survived.
They died, bro.
Maybe they survived.
No,
never know.
But I will say the ending of Clone Wars fucking it lived rent free in my head to this day, bro. Like I said, I had such high anxiety, and then like when like Ahsoka fucking rescues Rex, and like he's sitting there like we gotta protect my brothers, like they're still my brothers. And he's sitting there crying and shit, and I wanted to cry, and then Ahsoka's like stunning him and shit, and then like also like Clone Wars brought us fucking Darth Maul back and made him a fucking beautiful character.
So we legit took Darth Maul and made him a mob boss.
And then he still got his fucking ass beat by Sidious. Him and his brother. And Sidious
named him Savage.
Savage.
But it's spelled Savage.
I know, but it's Savage. But
and it brought us an actual like look into the Night Sisters.
And the Mandalorians.
And
Bo-Katan.
Another thing too is I love that they used Darth Maul to take down the Mandalorian culture. That the Purge of Mandalore started with Darth Maul.
Yep.
That's the thing I love the most about it.
Yeah, that's true. And then
even though it's cartoon, him and Ahsoka's freaking lightsaber battle at the end of Clone Wars.
Yeah. Did you know that was actually a motion capture?
Mm-hmm.
I learned that when I first watched it, but yeah. That's pretty badass. And then yeah, Rebels is the shit, man. Fucking Obi-Wan set up Maul though.
Yeah, he did.
He set him up.
Yeah,
like he thought he was gonna do that same shit that Qui-Gon did, and he fucking played his ass.
Yeah, he did.
Is he the chosen one? Yeah, which I actually read something about that. It's interesting. It's like at that time because Anakin was gone.
He thought Anakin was dead.
Well, no, because he already fought Vader, so he knew that Anakin was gone, but not dead, technically. That he thought that Luke would be the chosen one, not Anakin.
Right.
It turned out to be Anakin anyway. Because Anakin's fucking goat.
No.
Vader. Yes, the goat. Nope. Vader's the goat, dude. Anyway.
I'll raise the goat. That's what I wanted to throw up.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
I wanted to throw up to say that.
Oh. I don't even want to talk about fucking prequels.
And the other thing that sucks so bad is that like Daisy Ridley like didn't do a bad job with fucking Rey.
No.
It's just everything about it is just so unlikable.
Really quick. Speaking of Obi-Wan, we'll get into this and then we'll go into the fucking sequels.
His Obi-Wan show is great. What, dude?
So okay.
It's not like shit on Obi-Wan.
No, I don't want to. And that's the thing is like the thing that pisses me off about that show, dude, is like it was fucking fantastic. All right, Vader, his Inquisitors. All right, okay, you know what? What's his name? Senator Organa. Somebody kidnaps his daughter. He's a high-ranking official. That's believable. Calls for Obi-Wan to help. I can buy that. Okay. Now you run into an Inquisitor who tells Obi-Wan that Anakin's alive. All right, I can buy that because it just shows that like she was also on the same path of like she was going to be a Jedi. Anakin comes, or she's six, kills all her friends, stabs her in the stomach. By the way, doesn't die, and then she lets herself be consumed by the revenge and the hatred. Dark side. Okay, buy it. No, you see this focus over here about Anakin and Vader in against Obi-Wan? Nah, they don't need that spotlight no more. We're gonna focus on Reva.
That was the one thing that
Get
got
the
me too.
fuck out! Like every time they didn't have her, and it was Anakin and Vader, or Obi-Wan and Vader.
Yeah,
bro, fucking chef's kiss of a show. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, you miss Reva? No. Okay, well here she is anyway." And it's like,
here she is doing something.
God damn it! And then they even got to a point at the end when Obi-Wan beat the fuck out of Vader, which totally. I mean, okay, that's the thing too. Is like I can buy that because I mean Obi-Wan at that point it only been 10 years since technically he became Vader, so he still had that pride, he still had that ego, and he thought that he was still more powerful than Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan, like he was still more powerful than him, but like Obi-Wan could just like he knew how to use his ego against him. So it's like, and so that's like at the end when he's like, "Oh, are you done chasing your fucking master?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm done with that shit." And then that's how he grows up. So like, okay, I can buy all that. And then they're like, "Oh, by the way, Reba, after you just watch this beautifully epic, like the whole Anakin's gone, I'm what remains. You're fucking sitting here crying and upset because it's like, damn, that fucking hurts." And when he's like, "That means my friend is truly lost. It's so long, Darth." And he calls him fucking Darth instead of Anakin, like he has all this time. And it's just like, fuck, man, this hits me in the feels. I'm like, oh yeah, you're upset about this? Well, let's go see Reba, who's got stabbed in the stomach. She's fine. She's gonna go kidnap and kill Luke Skywalker. You're like, okay, well, I know that's not gonna fucking happen. She's not going to kill Luke Skywalker. So, yeah. Pointless. Fucking pointless.
The thing, too, is it
kind of ruined it.
There was so much potential with her, to be honest with you.
I agree. It's just like they kind of made her just to be there. Like, it was just a character.
She felt like a placeholder that just kept being looked at.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you see those bookends on the shelf over there? Those are nice.
Right. I'm like, we're not here for the books. We're here for the fucking house. But look at that bookcase. Bitch.
There's a lot of cool books in here. I don't know. That's the thing too. Is I know like at the time there was a lot of people were taking that hate towards her maybe a little too far. The people were like,
I'm sure
black, but
they were talking.
But there was also people who
her character was fucking trash. I don't care.
Then there was a lot of people who were just like using that. Oh, if you don't like her, it's because you're racist. It's like
right,
you know, yeah,
because, like it's because she was poorly fucking written.
There was a lot of points in the show where
that's the thing, man. It's like you can hate a character
and not have it be
as long as you don't hate the fucking person behind the character. Like hate the writers. They wrote it like that. You gave us a fucking masterpiece of the Anakin, Vader, Kenobi dynamic. And then you're like I said, you're gonna take some of the spotlight over here, this character where it's like, okay, she's gonna get stabbed in the stomach. Not once as a kid, but then second time as an adult, not die. Well, Vader was making her
Inquisitor. Grand Inquisitor.
Well, he has two stomachs though. His species has two stomachs, so I mean that makes sense. Right, but like still.
Instead of motherfucking the stomach don't matter.
And by the way, in Rebels, he went out like a little hoe.
They killed him like a hoe ass.
And you know, the fucking Vader ended up keeping his soul trapped anyway. Like,
yeah.
So what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's hilarious to me, bro. You killed yourself. You killed yourself in order to not face Vader, and Vader's like, okay, bitch.
Right.
Guess what? Your soul trapped.
Still got you.
Yeah, I got you, bitch.
And you temple ass color, bitch.
Yeah, I forget he was a high ranking temple guard.
He was. He was the head.
You know, he was low key underneath that mask every day, like, fuck you, Jedi. Fuck you, Yoda. Hey, Yoda, how you doing? Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
No, that's the thing is like,
hey, Mace Windu, fuck you.
Is to be a temple guard, you have to be one of the most pure people. And for him, like, to switch like that, Anakin got him. Anakin got his ass.
Yeah, Vader was the shit at that.
Anakin got his ass for the switch. Because all the rest of them died, or they fucking turned into Force ghosts.
Yeah.
That's why, like, anytime you see, like, in the show, somebody goes to a temple, like, they're like fighting temple guards, even like after the purge.
Yeah. Jenny's fucking snoring. Jenny's snoring, by the way.
Jenny's out there snoring. It's probably fucking laying on top of the radio, he's sitting next to you.
But before we get into prequels,
sequels.
God damn it, yeah, sequels. Let's talk about Mandalorian real quick. This is the way.
This is the way.
Yep. It's said before. So I got that added. As you can see, this is the way. Yeah. So it's kind of funny because I was on the Star Wars group today, and somebody's like, I think that all Star Wars fans are overusing "this is the way" now. And every time you say it, this doesn't mean shit anymore. And I was like, actually, it's funny because I just got this.
So what does that mean?
That's like saying, oh, you're overusing the "May the Fourth be with you." Fuck you, bitch.
Doesn't mean shit.
All they do is bitch in these groups anyway. It's just funny.
It's like online anything fan bases. Nobody's ever happy. But then everybody complains that nobody's ever happy.
I hate it. I hate the Grogu name. I like Din Grogu though.
Din Grogu's good. So obviously this week was the season 3 finale for Mandalorian.
Yep, Mommy Mando, Bo-Katan, Mommy
best
Mando, Jesse.
Fucking best show. I love it.
They should have never fired Cara Dune though.
I agree. But this season 3 was pretty great. Everybody was shitting on it for a little while. I thought the whole season was pretty great. They set it up pretty good for how great the ending of the season was, and they fucking got back to the planet Mandalore.
They took Mandalore back,
and then Steven out here working for the fucking
New Republic after shitting on them all the time.
I literally said, "Oh shit, all right, I'm okay with that."
Yeah. Season 2 still had the best finale though. We just watched.
Oh, without a doubt.
That Luke Skywalker.
I thought somebody was going to come back in that episode.
So did I.
That something was going to happen.
Well, it said the return.
But
who's returning? And it's like, oh, it's returning to the planet. Oh, okay, cool.
But here's the thing, too. I think them kind of doing like a little reset like this, I think it kind of is going to turn back into somehow Grogu is going to become a Jedi.
No, he won't.
No,
he'll be the new Mandalore, bro. He's gonna eventually have a lightsaber, I'm sure, but he'll also tame the Mandalore, be the leader of the Mandalore, of Mandalorian culture.
So here's the thing, though: is a lot of when you start to bring up shit, you start to bring up your own opinions, and you don't let me finish my own. You just take what I'm saying and then you interrupt me.
Jesus Christ! Hurry the fuck up, then, man.
The only thing I said was this would be a Jedi. You're like, no.
You're wrong, though.
That shit was pretty dope. But no, I think he's gonna become, because Mandalore had obviously one Jedi billion years ago, so the Darksaber became a thing. I think that he was the ruler of Mandalore, and that's why that became the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Darksaber is broken.
It needs to stay broken, though, I think.
So he's going to get his own lightsaber because he is a Force wielder, and he will become the leader of Mandalore. At some point, obviously.
Luke should have gave him that fucking lightsaber, though. Like, here, take this with you.
So, didn't Luke have one made for him or something?
He had Yoda's. No, he had Yoda's.
He did have Yoda's?
Yeah. So, I don't know if you know this, but there is a rumor going around that season 3 of The Mandalorian was supposed to be way different.
I had seen things like that, but I haven't really read into it.
So, obviously at the end of season 2, Grogu goes on with Luke. That was supposed to carry into season 3.
Right.
And
So he wasn't supposed to come back.
You were going to see a character arc. Yeah, you were going to see a character arc of Din Djarin without Grogu learning how to do all this other stuff. And I guess like company executives were like, "Nah, we need them back by season 3." So that's why they shoot like because there's a lot of people I read that like did not watch Book of Boba Fett, which I had so much hype for that show. I forgot we talked about that. We didn't even talk about that show. Like I had so much hype for that show, and it kind of turned out to be ass.
It wasn't as good as we
like the best season or the best episodes
were with
had the Mandalorian.
Had Din and Grogu,
right? So
and Luke and Ahsoka.
Yeah, so it's like, and like the way they did their flashbacks was fucking weird. Like it had no tie-in between the past and the present.
Yeah, it's just like randomly looking back at him with the freaking in the desert with the
he just got his ass beat by fucking that black chrysanthemum. Oh wait, I'm in the back tank now because I'm tired. Oh, and here's a flashback of me teaching them how to fucking ride the motorcycles and shit.
I don't know. I still enjoyed it just because it was Star Wars.
It was good. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
it was good enough to enjoy, but like it wasn't everything we hoped it was going to be.
Now the live action, which it didn't hit me until now, because I didn't watch Clone Wars or Rebels, but the live action debut of the Barrett Bounty Hunter, Cad Bane.
Oh yeah, Cad Bane, that was dope.
And then but yeah, Bad Batch is really good too. But like, yeah, that's
I enjoyed Bad Batch. I still need to watch the season finale. I fell asleep during it.
Okay, we'll not get into that then.
I know that Tech dies.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I woke up like literally as the last scene is happening, and they're all crying about Tech, and I was like, "Damn it!" But obviously, like I don't know how he died, so like I said, that's not moving for me.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. Shit.
Yeah, I just remembered I didn't watch it because I was planning on watching it before you guys came over. But I fell asleep before he got here, so.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Disney executives were like, "Yo, we need to get Grogu and Din Djarin back together quick."
But here's the thing, though, too, is like they could have kept that and kept like how they did it in Boba Fett, where like he's went and saw him, or like show scenes of him training with Luke and training with Ahsoka and whatever else. But there's still plenty of time for them to do that again.
I don't think they'll do it again.
Like I said, man, I think
it's already passed.
I think he will technically become not an actual Jedi, but like get his lightsaber, become the ruler of Mandalore, be like how the Mandalorian Jedi was from a billion years ago.
Like it just pisses me off that like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have such a good job. Well, Dave Filoni especially,
them over.
And Disney's like, no, we're gonna do this because we want to make more money. It's like, all right.
Well, it's like I made the joke before last week's episode when you said your buddy was calling you at the gym, whatever, and obviously Paz Vizsla died. Obviously, this is a spoiler-ridden episode of the podcast because guess what?
Well, if you haven't fucking watched it yet, then what the fuck are you doing?
Why are you watching an episode that is talking about Star Wars?
Shut the hell up.
I made the joke that Grogu dies, and you were like, "Yeah, Grogu dies," and you were like, "Yeah, you think Disney's gonna freaking kill their cash cow?" Yeah, and it's like, great point. Like I obviously didn't think he was gonna die, but part of me though, watching this episode, was like,
"Hey, when he was
when those guards around with those guards."
Well, no, when he was backing up in IG-11, I was like free. I was like, oh, because they slowed it down. Yeah. I was like, the fuck is about to happen? Oh no! I still think Paz should have killed one of them bitches though, because Din Djarin came in there and just whooped their ass.
Dude, Din Djarin whooped their ass. It's Paz Vizsla fucking beat the shit out of Din. No one then.
Paz Vizsla's a bad motherfucker, so that's all that kind of pissed me off.
But at the same time, the dude just took out like hundreds of these freaking stormtroopers.
That's fair.
And he was pretty tired, you know. And he probably wasn't the most in shape guy.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Jon Favreau.
Yeah, but Favreau's fuck, dude. Let's we gotta do it. Let's talk about the
prequels.
We forgot any shows. Oh, one thing I didn't
really get into Andor much, but I thought Andor
was fucking amazing. It was really well grounded. Andy Serkis is a fucking G.
That's a good way of putting it. Good and well grounded.
Yep.
Very much stayed where it needed to be, what it needed to be, and
boots on the ground.
Got us where it was supposed to go.
The one thing I will say, dude, is like since I didn't get to watch Rebels uh together, like when it all came out, it was confusing for me at first because I was watching Bad Batch 2 at the same time. So I'm like, in Bad Batch, in season one, they showed a young Hera,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, and I'm watching Rebels, and I'm like, Hera, that name sounds familiar. Wait, she was just a kid. Wait, no, Bad Batch is after Order 66 before Episode 4. Rebels is before Episode 4, but also
Yeah, it's like the same time as like Rogue One, essentially.
yeah. So like the Empire had been going on for like 15 years by the time
Yeah,
Rebels
because
came out.
Ezra Bridger was born like right after Order 66.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's all I'll say. But let's go ahead and fucking end it on the prequels. Sequels, god damn it, dude.
So obviously we already talked about Force Awakens. Yes, like some of the hate for that is that it literally is like episode 4 kind of just rewritten.
Right.
And like, yeah, but so was episode 1 a little bit. Like kind of I said a little bit, motherfucker, it'll be getting off technicality on me. But at the same time, like Force Awakens was had so much potential to set everything else up. And like I said, like looking back, right, like you could watch Force Awakens and be like, okay, there's a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Just like all the other movies.
And then you learn there was no plan.
And then you watch the second one,
What's the plan?
and you're like,
We don't have a plan.
and honestly, that's the thing too. Like that was probably the most disappointing going to the movie I've ever had watching The Last Jedi. Because it didn't even feel like a Star Wars movie.
Well, I'll tell you, I was pissed when they killed Han, but I read afterwards in Force Awakens, but I was pissed, and then I found out that he actually wanted to die because he was done with Star Wars.
Yeah, like it made sense.
Like he came back just to like fuck you guys. I want to be killed off.
But it made sense though. It made sense for the arc.
He was doing that shit.
It made sense for the arc and the arc of Ben Solo and everything. Kylo Ren. But at the same time, like, dude, watching The Last Jedi was the most disappointed I'd ever felt in a movie. Because there was so much potential going into that with like Finn for some reason knowing how to freaking use a lightsaber and like obviously pointing towards him being force sensitive.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren was like even though he was kind of a whiny little bitch, there was still like potential there.
Mm-hmm.
And I still like Kylo Ren to this day.
He's very powerful.
And I just wish they would have done more with him.
Yeah.
And then obviously like Ray. And I think
sexy as fuck though.
I think there's so much more they could have done with that too. And they went the complete wrong direction with all of it.
Yeah.
And Poe Dameron's dope,
yeah.
Obviously. Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
Her name is Guadalupe Gutierrez or the fuck his name is.
Yeah. Well, I know
like Pedro Pesca.
Pedro Pesca. I know one thing is that the Palpatine was not even supposed to be the villain.
Yeah, they decided to do that in the last one.
Like the last minute.
Literally decided to do it for that one.
Yeah, everything you heard in your ears been me, boy. Fuck you. Like the thing with episode 7,
they killed Snoke in the third one, right?
Second one.
They killed him in the second one?
The Last Jedi.
That's right, yeah, because that was when...
Yeah, because then they went ham on them fucking guards, and then she thought that Kylo was turning good, and he was like, nah, bitch.
No, I did this so you could join me.
Right.
Not me join you.
Me, yeah.
Yeah.
Or he was like, let's run off together, but we can still do good and evil shit. And it's like, all right. Like, that's the thing I wanted to think about. I've been thinking about this all day. Is like, in the original trilogy, there is a love story. Like, Star Wars is not about, like, love stories, but like, it kind of is. But it's not. It's mostly space politics and, like, space wizardry and space westerns. But it's like, you didn't really have the forced love interest of, you had Han, who was a man in the 70s. He saw Carrie Fisher, who, I mean, yeah.
Carrie Fisher is
fucking
sexy to the day she died, to be honest with you.
Yes. That gold bikini, bro, I don't care what anybody says. Oh, God. Anyway.
Saying close second.
You know, a young boy.
Second,
a young boy.
It's Natalie Portman, too, but that's it.
I mean, Natalie Portman's sexy as fuck. I preferred the look in 3. I get what you're saying.
She looked damn good in 3. But I'm talking like the whole scene there
with like
Geonosia.
Yeah, with like, yeah, okay, I feel you. But anyway, like I'm saying, so like so the original trilogy, like there was a build up to like Han was like just the being a man, like hitting on Leia all the time. She was telling him to fuck off, but it was like that movie trope where it was like, oh, you guys are just gonna talk shit, but really it's like you guys really love each other, and it takes like a moment of like, oh, one of them could possibly die, aka Han going into the carbonite to finally say like, oh, I love you, that kind of stuff. And then you had the original prequels. They're like, okay, Anakin and fucking Padme, they're only 5 years apart. Anakin's hitting her up. Oh, are you an angel? You look like an angel. And then, oh, I haven't seen
You're
you.
the coldest pickup line.
Right. And then, like, I haven't seen you in 10 years, number two. And then, like, it took, like, them, like, going away together to realize they kind of had some feelings for each other, got married. And then the whole thing.
Yeah.
The sequels.
That's another reason why too. Like Clone Wars is so goated is he actually gets some insight into their relationship.
Right.
But go ahead. And sorry, I keep interrupting you.
It's fine. I interrupt you. Apparently, you fucking cry about it. See how I don't cry about that.
I don't cry
Right,
about it.
you're a pussy. Anyway,
Make it known because it's gay for it's pussy for guys to speak their truth.
yeah, you probably fucking drink Bud Light.
Did you see my Snapchat story last week?
Yes.
Oh, it's so triggered.
So gay. You're so gay now.
Triggered. I'm so triggered.
No, but like this, I would say the sequel trilogy really tried to force fucking Ray and Kylo
without a
into a
doubt.
relationship.
It kind of felt like
It was
Reba.
weird, dude.
It felt like Reba. It was like,
It was weird.
hey, nobody wants that.
Yeah, like when he appeared to her, like he had his shirt off, you're like, all right, Adam Driver, like cool, you're in good shape. But it's like, this is not needed.
And like they were so awkward, like in that scene too. Like when you're talking about when she's on that planet with Luke, she's in that hut.
Yeah,
and
he's like somehow sees both of them.
He's like, where are you?
Yeah,
like they're both like so awkward, and she's like getting mad for like no reason.
Yeah,
like all he was like, why are we connected right now? And she's like, you're a piece of shit. I can't stand it. Like, bro,
fuck yeah, you're a murderer.
Classic chick getting dramatic for no reason.
Ooh, that's gonna ruffle some feathers.
Classic basic white bitch mad that she didn't have coffee this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Just yelling for no reason.
So let's just get back to number 8 real quick. Is like Disney had no plan.
Dude,
we ended it off like
in that
honestly,
movie, there was no plan.
In number 7, you don't know why Luke is a hermit. Okay. Like, and I don't like how they fucking made it seem like he could sense the dark side in Kylo or Ben Solo, so he went to kill him. But all he did was just put his lightsaber over him. But then he realized that he could probably turn him back to the good side, like he did. It was like if you would have told me like, somebody got to Kylo, somebody got to him, from a young age and was manipulating him like Anakin, like and then he turns to the dark side.
This other like emotional BS. Like his kid's got fucking narcissistic personality.
His mom and dad being, not together could fuck him up. He has anger, resentment issues, dark side shit. Somebody pops in, boom, I can train you. Dark side, boom, you can be like your granddad, boom, Darth Vader, boom. All right. Something like those lines, I could be like, all right, like I get it. And then he comes back as a dark side user and just goes ham on Luke's Jedi temple. Okay, I get that. But the fact that you had fucking Luke Skywalker who convinced his own fucking father, who is the one of the worst villains of all time, if you've read any of the books or anything, like he literally murdered millions of people, and he was like, well, they're still good in you. And I turned him back to the good side. But like Luke, my nephew, piece of shit because he had one impure thought.
Like Luke, the closest thing to Obi-Wan Kenobi that
and Ahsoka,
yeah, I can put Ahsoka in there. That the Jedi Order had ever seen in millions of years of existing. You're telling me Luke, because he sensed one impure thought this guy was going to turn.
Right.
Well, fucking shit. That was the thing that got me too. Was that he was like, and then he's like, and then he like turned around and saw he had his lightsaber raised.
Yeah.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. And he made everything just crumble.
Yeah.
And he came back with the Knights of Ren and just destroyed everything.
Right. So quick. And then, like, I mean, just the opening of episode 8. Like, if you would have told me like somebody fucked up Luke, and like as he got older, and like he fucking went away to where the first Jedi temple was, and that's why he's a hermit, you're like, all right. And then she's handing him his lightsaber, and I'm like, or Anakin's lightsaber, all right. And then like he just takes and throws that bitch, and then starts drinking blue milk and shit out of the nipples, and I was like, oh fuck no.
I didn't hate all that bad.
I did. They don't know. It was fucking trash.
But then, like, as it went on and everything else that happened, I was like, okay, like, yeah, that was dumb.
And then it was
whenever they did that and they made it make sense, then that's whatever. But
you can't make that make sense.
you can.
No, you can't. And then
dude's got to eat. We're not showing how he's been
don't
living.
show me fucking
You're showing
that shit, bro.
You're showing him living.
You didn't show him milking the.
You're showing him living.
No, you're not show him.
No, right now you're being one of those internet dumbasses who are just fucking complaining about everything.
Mark Hamill himself has said that shit.
Because it didn't make any sense, so of course he's gonna hate it. It's whatever they make it make sense. There's ways to make it make sense.
You can't make that make sense.
Not in the sense of that movie. That's what you're getting stuck on right now.
So you think that Luke Skywalker
if it fits in,
what's the context that makes it make sense?
If it fits into the fucking story,
come on, Mr. Filmmaker. Yeah, that's what I thought. Can't make it make sense.
You can.
That's not proven. That's your opinion. Mine is
That's
fact.
all I'm saying. It's not yours. Not fact either.
Really? Because did it make sense that he did it? So I have a.
That's what we already.
I have a situation to back up my statement.
We already established that within the framework of that movie, no, it doesn't make sense.
So then how would it make sense?
Obviously, I'm saying the movie has to be completely fucking different, Tyler. That's what you're getting stuck on, bitch.
I know what you're saying, but I'm trying to think in your own mind. How would you make it make sense?
I don't know.
It's right, but you can't.
Because you can. Am I a fucking movie writer?
You think you are, apparently.
No. I'm just saying that you can make it make sense. I'm not saying I fucking loved it. I'm just saying, like, if it makes sense, it makes sense. But I was in the situation it did.
If he would have been drinking the blue milk, it would have been different. You didn't have to show that motherfucker milking that straight from that thing's titty and then fucking drinking it.
But they were also like trying to be like a little comical during that.
She's dumb, dude.
But it was kind of dumb.
Right. They turned fucking Rian Johnson turned
Ray Johnson.
Rian Johnson.
Ran? That was like Rain or something.
I said Rian. I
don't know. He fucked this whole movie up. He fucked the whole trilogy.
Like, and they made fucking.
I don't know why they decided to make fucking 3 movies, 3 different directors.
2 different directors. They brought JJ back for the number 9 too.
He did. Yeah, you're right.
But like, so like that's the thing with number 8 too is like they made this whole thing where it's like, okay, you can clearly tell they're trying to set up an arc to where if people like it, we'll do it in the next movie where it was Rey and Finn together, and you're like, everybody's like, doesn't fit. Everybody's trying to do like that Finn and Poe thing, like let's just do a gay thing in Star Wars, and it's like, no, we don't really want that. We're gonna give Finn this Rose chick.
Yeah, it's random chick.
And then she's just the security guard of the escape pods. She was gonna turn him in, and then she didn't. And then wait, now she's a major character as you're flying through this casino and these fucking animals. And then oh wait, we're going number 9 now. Yeah, she's in like 2 scenes.
Yeah.
Oh hey, and then by the way, let's hyperspace through a fucking ship and kill yourself. Oh, let's talk about the best part of number 8, right? And you should probably know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so number 8 came out, right? So they already killed Han. They've already killed Han, right? Okay,
Fisher's already.
He's done with Star Wars. Hey, he's done with Star Wars. All right, Carrie Fisher's dead. They blew up. Kylo blew up the fucking ship. Boom, boom, boom. Blew her up. Blew her. Took her ass out into space. I was like, you know what? It does suck. But Carrie Fisher was already dead in her life. You had to do something to kill Leia off. What does bitch do? Superman fly through the fucking air. Bro, hey, I was in the theater. I was like, no, they did not give her Superman powers. And then at the end, you kill fucking Luke Skywalker.
You kill Leia.
My man, straight up, how do you say, like, force projected himself with a fresh ass haircut, no beard, looking 110% different, and then
Across the galaxy.
he was just doing
He had a different haircut, and he dyed his hair.
and then he fucking, like, when he was doing like the Matrix shit underneath, and like just doing this whole like trying to be funny, and I was like,
Yeah.
like, the only good scene about that is when he fucking went and saw Leia, and he was like, no one's ever really gone, and then he dies, and so I was like, all right, and then what do they do? They go kill this motherfucker off in episode 9, off screen. Leia just dies. Leia just dies.
To where like now like that made zero sense. Any of that.
No. The sequel trilogy's fucking blow dick, dude. Like, I could watch number 7. I don't bother watch number 8 or 9 again, dude.
I can watch 9 and it's okay. Like I can sit there and enjoy it, just because it feels more like a Star Wars movie. But like I can't watch 8.
Well, okay, let's just one more thing that I just remember too. Is like the whole thing of episode 8 was, well, 7 really was like, who is Rey? Who is this chick? You know, it's called The Force Awakens because Kylo awoken the Force in her. All right, cool. She's Force sensitive. Of course she is. Why wouldn't she be? She's the main character. This whole thing about episode 8 was like, you don't have to be somebody special. Anybody can be Force sensitive. The Force is inclusive. Anybody can do it. Oh, here's a random boy sweeping, and he fucking uses the Force to move the fucking broom. And it's like, okay, cool. And they're like, number 9, you're a Palpatine, bitch. What? You're a Palpatine? All right, cool. We'll roll with that. Oh wait, you're using the Force to bring down a ship, and now you're angry, and then Force lightning comes out of your fucking fingers.
Yeah, just none of it made any sense.
You had no formal training in the dark side of the Force, but because your granddad is fucking Palpatine, I know who you are. You're a Palpatine. You're a Palpatine. No, shut the. And that whole like when fucking
They randomly get
like
let up
you're pulling the fucking the lightsaber out of his back to kill the Knights of Ren, and then like he passes it to her, and then the whole Force healing shit where like he heals her, she heals him, he heals her, then he dies.
Yeah.
Ben Solo dies. Skywalker bloodline's dead. And that's why, like, Palpatine was talking big shit about how the Skywalkers are dead. And then she's like, I'm Rey Skywalker. No, the fuck you are not, bitch.
No.
Now, was it plausible? Like, the only thing I bought out of all that was Palpatine getting some ass. Because, dude, this dude was a good looking young man. He for sure had high ranking status. He was a Senate and oh, he was out there fucking, dude.
And Seth could have relationships.
Seth.
Sith. That's what I said.
No, you said Seth, bitch.
Then I corrected myself and said Sith.
Sounds like Seth.
I said Seth and I said Sith. Literally, we'll watch it back.
We will watch it back, bitch.
We said it twice
on Monday.
I said Seth. Sith.
Whatever,
dude. You just always gotta be talking shit for no
I
reason.
mean, technically, Jedi could have relations too. What's that dude, Farouk Al-Mundi?
Yeah.
Which is fucked up. That dude had 4 wives because he was the last of his fucking species.
Yeah.
So the Jedi was like, oh yeah, go out there and fuck it.
Go ahead to keep your species going. But like they were talking about like having relationships and having emotional connection, all that kind of crap, like could open you up to the dark side.
Yeah, the Jedi way is so dumb sometimes.
Some of it.
Like, I get it how you can like go to the dark side. So that's why I wish like I really like you said, when we were watching the end of season 2, we are just watching it. And somebody put "I Need a Hero" by Bonnie Tyler to it. It actually fucking it slaps.
Yeah.
But like, I really wish they would have made Luke like toe the line. Like, definitely not go full dark side, but like be more in tune with it. Like, be in tune with his emotions. Like, he could have been what Anakin like tried to be. Where like he was a good person, but I mean, obviously we're all human. We're gonna experience those anger.
So what you're saying is you wish that Luke could have been what they did with Rey, where Rey was supposed to be like in the middle. That's why she had like the yellow, and that's why everything.
Yes. Yes.
And
but Luke was way more powerful.
obviously.
Right.
So
Right.
that's
Like,
why
there's no
that's why I'm
like,
comparing to like Luke should have been that person.
see, like, I feel like the Jedi should have been able to like tiptoe that line. Like, you're telling me you can't tiptoe a line, you can't control your motherfucking anger, bro. Yeah, you're talking shit.
Well, that's what the Temple Guards were. Temple Guards were like, that's why they were the Temple Guards, but they were the most pure because they were in tune with everything.
That's why I like fucking Bendu
Bindu.
from Rebels.
Oh yeah.
I am the light and I am the dark. I am the one in the middle.
Yeah.
I am the Bendu. He's the one that
He's kind of annoying, but I do like Bindu.
he is. He's funny as fuck though.
He's savage on him.
Hey, what is up with Star Wars though? Like how they'll take all these characters who've done some massive atrocities and like they redeem their ass. I was just thinking about that today about old dude from Rebels, the one that turned to Rebel. He was an Imperial captain. Killed all the cabs, not cabs. My God.
I can't think of his name now. Only thing I think of is Hux, and Hux is the guy from First Order.
What's that purple thing? Purple guy's name?
Zeb.
Zeb. He killed Zeb's people.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, they're like, "Oh no, bro, you're cool because you joined the rebels."
Because we got trapped on an ice planet.
Right.
We helped each other out.
Right. And then like he was like straight up talking shit to Zeb, like, "Oh, I killed all your people and I loved it. I enjoyed that shit." And then also,
And then Thrawn comes around and he's like, "All right, fuck this place."
yeah, Thrawn's a motherfucker, dude.
Thrawn
I love
is a
Thrawn,
motherfucker.
man.
I'm so excited for Ahsoka, man.
Okay. Agent Callus.
Alice, yeah.
Yeah. His shit with his little mutton chops, and then when he became a rebel, he connected his shit. That's all it was.
The whole beard.
But yeah, man, as you can see, we kind of fucking hate the prequels, sequels. We love the prequels. We love the OT trilogy, original trilogy.
How many times are you gonna fuck up saying?
How many times are you gonna shut the
and you're
fuck
gonna make
up?
fun of me for accidentally saying Seth one time instead of Sith.
Right.
And I corrected myself when I was saying.
But mine actually rhyme together, dude, and I'm tired. Bitch.
Seth and Sith don't.
No,
it's literally one fucking letter.
Sith and Seth don't rhyme though. Prequel and sequel rhyme.
One letter compared to 3 letters. Right, that makes fucking sense.
How do you get 3? It's 2. How do you get 3?
P-R and S. So 3. Prequel, sequel.
Whatever, dude.
You're done.
Anyway, Anakin's a goat. Is there any other shows coming up, dude? Star Wars? Bro, we need to fucking talk about. Okay, hold on, real quick before we end this, dude. We did not talk about Tales of the Jedi.
Oh my god, so perfect.
Can't wait for season 2. They gave us like quick 6 or 7, like 6
episodes.
6 episodes, 15 minutes long.
Looking into
massive insight into Dooku and fucking Ahsoka.
Yeah, Ahsoka's birth. Ahsoka, when she left the Jedi. And I left the Jedi, but once after 466, I should say.
Yeah, she went into hiding.
And then obviously Count Dooku and how he turned, how his fallout was when Qui-Gon died, a little bit of insight to when he was training and working with Qui-Gon.
Yeah, he fucking killed Yaddle.
And then obviously when he killed Yaddle, when he first started was working with Sidious. Can't remember what else we saw with Ahsoka. Because there was the one episode, she was at that farm.
Yeah, she joined the Rebel faction after she killed that Inquisitor quick as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And then took his lightsabers.
Damn, we'll have to watch that again.
Yeah, I want to.
Because I only watched it through once, and like I was thinking about it literally yesterday. Yeah. That was perfect too.
I feel like it kind of episode 3 you get so much anxiety because like You just
You
hope,
hope
that
it's gonna be different every
you
time.
just hope this is the time that Anakin doesn't turn. Have you seen that meme where it's like, I haven't seen the movie, but Bullet Train, where that one dude's like climbing on the train. It was like, it says them get into the train and Anakin never turns. And so he's sitting there, he's like climbing on, he's going high speed, he's like climbing on the window, he's like,
Yeah.
he fucking like busts the window and gets through. And I'm like,
Yeah, dude, kick ass.
yeah, and fucking Quicksilver.
Yeah. It's what's it really called? It's not called Bullet Train, but
Yeah, it's called, I know it's called Bullet Train.
it's like it's him and
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. It's a really good movie.
Is it good?
Yeah, I loved it when I watched it. It might be called Bullet Train. I don't know what it's called. It's essentially a bunch of hitmen,
Yeah, it's Bullet, but it's spelled like
like Bullet
a
Train.
gun, Bullet. Yeah,
That's a really good movie. I liked it.
yeah, I'll have to check it out. Aaron Taylor Johnson's his name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good. It's a good one. I think it's on Netflix. I think that's where I watched it.
Yeah, it is on
I
it.
watched it a little while ago, about a couple months ago. Speaking of Netflix, I know it's kind of off topic, but I watched Night Agent this week.
Yeah,
That show was spot on.
yeah.
Pretty good. Dude who plays the Night Agent guy kind of looks like a douchebag. Wears like a fucking pea coat at times. It's like, all right, dude. But it's pretty good. They for a lot of turns that I didn't see coming.
Really.
Normally in shows like that, you're like, all right, it's obviously going to be that person. They're going to make you feel like it's not. And it's going to be in that person. Nah, it got me pretty good. I was like, fuck, I was wrong. All right, cool.
Check that out.
Yeah, it was spot on.
All right.
And when you figure you think you got it figured out, when they do show you,
Yeah.
you get that wrong too. It's like fuck. Like how many times did I get this wrong?
That's funny.
Yeah, that's pretty spot.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's pretty much it, man. Star Wars is the go.
Star Wars is the go. Fuck Star Trek.
Right, that's my one of the biggest pet peeves. This is actually something I was talking to somebody about yesterday. So like when people ask me what I do for a living, and it's like I say I'm a therapist, right? Like the question I get all the time is, "Oh, what kind of therapist?" It's like my brain goes to like when somebody fucking says like I'm a therapist, like my brain doesn't go, "Oh, they're a physical therapist," because you're a physical therapist and you're a fucking physical therapist.
Right. Right. You're gonna.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think the person thought I was being a little rude, and I definitely didn't mean to be because I was just like, because I did it for them, like I didn't. They're a smarter human being, so I figured they weren't asking like in that way. They were asking if I like did EMDR or like about specifically like for trauma or couples counseling, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I knew they were asking, but deeper, I was just kind of telling her that like, you know, sometimes people ask, and I feel like it's like, what kind of fucking therapist are there? You know? I think I don't know if she felt I was being rude or not, but I kind of felt like I felt like I was being rude and I was trying to be. I farted like that a couple times during session today, and it was awful. They looked at me like, really? Somebody's been in our facility for like
Wow. It
a while.
stinks too.
But going off of that, like, just these dumbass questions, right? Like to me, it kind of compares to like when you say like, "Oh yeah, you ever seen Star Wars?" Like, no, I've seen Star Trek. Like, bitch, that's not even comparable.
No, it's not the same thing.
That's not the same thing at all.
Nah, bitch.
You see, so now you see like where I kind of went with that, where it's like,
Yeah. So I was confused for a minute.
yeah. So it's like has somebody like, "Oh, what kind of therapist are you?" It's like mental health. Like, "Oh, you're meaning like physical." No, bitch. Like, if I'm a physical therapist, I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm a physical therapist. Like, I don't know.
All right. Well, let's end it here because I need to get home because I gotta be up real fucking early.
Yeah,
Me too. Me too.
of course, Ben's gonna come in here and just be loud as fuck.
Yeah. But don't forget to tune in to our live stream on Thursday night. We're gonna probably start it around
Probably before the draft.
7:45.
I'm drafting at 8.
8, I believe so.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, we'll start about 15 minutes before we get some thoughts. Then we'll go from there. So,
But thanks for watching again.
thanks for
Remember,
watching.
Norse Fitness
Yeah.
on Instagram. Go give them a follow.
Yeah, Norse Mentality.
Norse Mentality on. We know you can at least watch it on Spotify.
Yep.
So it is a video like how ours is.
Yep.
Um,
HB supplements.
yeah, go check out SV and Granger off of Cleveland, in between Bar Louie and the mall.
Yeah.
It's literally right next door to like Purely Pressed and Bigsby and or Big B, not Bigsby. And yeah, talk shit because like
Yeah, I was gonna let you correct yourself on that one,
and then
bitch.
like Walkers and Dime stores are there in front
Yeah.
of you too. Go check them out. Say the H.A.B. podcast sent you.
Yep.
And then obviously you can follow him.
Savage Bodybuilder Dad 23.
Follow me.
Savage _ guide to the light.
Yeah,
Guide _
I'm just going to each one because it's fucking Sean. That's the way he set up the Savage things.
You're gay.
I didn't want to put all those one word. It's a lot.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, we love you guys.
Obviously, follow us on Instagram too. H.A.B. podcast.
We love you guys. Keep on following. Keep on going.
Love you, horse.
We'll keep you updated on more podcasts.
Yeah.
And see you guys later. Okay, love you guys. That's how I had to end this podcast. Was him putting his tongue in between his O-ring fingers. His Tyler's over here never eating ass. Tyler likes to suck on toes. Tyler should be doing this. I give it a toes. Yeah.
You get your ass ate, though. Just remember that.
Hey, bro.
By dudes and dogs.
Yeah, dudes and dogs.
Dudes and dogs.
That's what I do. Dudes and homosexuality and bestiality. That's what I do. You're right.
I'm glad you finally admit that.
I like the female persuasion.
All right. See you next week.
I'll drink all this shit because it's fucking dumb.